Man, what's up, world? It's your boy, the Toothless Wonder, reporting live from the set on the Bamboozled Again News Network. And as of recently, I've been on this tirade against the sisterhood. We got to call this out, yo. It's the elephant in the room. When I start speaking, like, everybody will be like, I've seen instances like this, heard stories. But it's something that's swept under the underbelly of the proverbial black community, which typically caters to black women and helps their dysfunction or uh, takes away any accountability. But it is literally to the point, and I was just watching a video about it and decided to put my 2 cents on it. Again, shout out to Minister Jack, talking about the predatory nature of professional women. He's presuming, like women in general, and then especially black women. I've said this time and time before, and I'm, trying to face reality. These women are too far gone for any self-actualized thinking black man who's heterosexual and free thinking to even. I don't even like being around them like that. Cordially on a job site or in passing. But for any extended period of time with any kind of consistency, you'll come to discover not even that you're looking for it. When you listen to the substance of their conversations or their take on a plethora of different topics, they're mentally done, and like Pimp C said, ain't nothing gonna bring them back. They're too far gone for rehabilitation, re-education. It's to the point where it done sunk to the very depths of their soul. You know what I mean? And again, like I routinely talk about, like, and I covered this yesterday about working at a predominantly male uh, drug treatment center that, for the most 80% of the clientele is male. And when I first went there, I noticed that 80% of the staff was women, but I thought that number was kind of disproportionate. And then as I, continued to work there, I hear a story, paid no mind, I don't know, but once I became, uh, the lead, I guess as they call it, over my particular shift, I became privy to all this wow information. Like, this has got to be a spirit because there are like significantly more operating in this manner that don't. And then there's no shame. Like, you would think, like, oh, I got caught doing something, like, professional shame and public ridicule. Well, I guess none of that's gonna happen if everybody you around doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's like me shame. Like, I sell drugs, but I want to shame everybody around me. But they sell drugs too. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just thinking about the pedophilic, if that's even a word, nature of black women. And this ain't nothing new. I remember I was living with some folk from Louisiana one time, and the guy, him and his lady split up for because the church had, they were ready to work a move because he was ready to come into some money, and they were trying to, the woman or the woman or the daughter of the pastor's wife had fell on hard economic times. They knew he was coming into some money, so they kind of split them up, saying they were shacking up. So, create the distance so they could kind of put them together for the image of the church. Of course, that didn't last. A child was produced out of that, and he don't take care of it. You know what I'm saying? But his sister had moved up from Louisiana for a period of time, and her and the layup, we was all cool, so it wasn't nothing like that. We were all cool, and she was, coming by the house and da da da. Now, at this time, I was about 25, 24, 25. Her sons, the oldest of which might have been 18, 7. Yeah, he probably, I think he was still in high school. He might have been 16, 17, something like that. And his homeboys in a similar 16, 17, 16, 15, age range, right? Man, do you realize that woman who was 30 something at the time was sleeping with all of them? You know what I mean? Like, and she's sleeping with her brother's girlfriend's sons and homeboys. And they're making jokes about it. And, she wasn't necessarily, she was hoodish, but she wasn't no bad looking. So she had a decent body, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, wow. I really want to be on. And then I'm thinking about another story, which I was like 21 at the time. And I met these brothers because there was a group home here where I live at, and there were a lot of DC guys in the group home. So when I moved home, well, moved towns, I run into the guy that I knew previously, and he got a homeboy with him. So we all linking, smoking, woo woo. He had just recently got out of a boys' home. He might have been 19 at the time. I'm not sure how long he was there, but he was actually living with the woman that worked there, and he was like, and she was 30 something. You see what I'm saying? Like yo, I think and I covered this almost like Coach Greg Adams style, where they're young, they do whatever, they had these experience, then they go off to college and have threesome. But now they're doing all that now in high school and woo woo woo. But once they trend to about 30, and Negroes they age who are starting to uh put things together or have something going on for themselves. They grew up with them, they're in the same age, but they don't really see them. They'll smash them. But a lot of times, like, because of whatever they've done, they're more of a liability than anything. So they'll smash them going about their business, da da da. So these brothers ain't paying no mind. Typically, once a woman gets about 30, and then she has her career or whatever, she then backtracks and start fucking young dudes. Now, of course, he over age, 21, whatever that is, what it is. But they're digging even deeper. They're going high school level. One, ain't nothing gonna happen to them. Like, I was dealing with it. I think I covered this one in the last video. I was dealing with this older woman, while I was still drinking. You know what I'm saying? She had some big yams, whatever. So I'm around and, saying stuff. So she had a grandson who was about 15, 16. And then she, lack of support. When you're a young black male coming up with a dysfunctional family, and unless you coming around with something, they ain't got no love for you. And I felt for little cuz. So I'm doing what I'm doing, right? And then he would call, can I come crack? Like, he's technically homeless. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, tell little homie, come on over here. Man, get him out the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even, you know what I'm saying? And then he don't know, ain't nobody supporting him. Ain't nobody putting him on no game. Like, come on over here, cuz. You know what I'm saying? So she bring him on in, whoop, whoop, then come to find out, he was 15, 16. And everybody in the family knew that he was dealing with a 30-year-old woman. And he was having issues with her. And like, these women are now pedophiles. They all need to be locked up, yo. But they know what they don't. Yo, could you imagine you got a woman and whatever, and then you come to discover she's fucking some dude in high school? You know what I'm saying? You know how they're gonna make you feel? You know what I'm saying? But it's not even really like this culture. It's Rome 2.0. This culture and the spirit that is prevalent in this culture is turning these women into sexual deviants of the highest order. Like I said, when I was working at the rehab, these dudes ain't hitting on nothing. I'm not saying they can't grow, evolve, whatever. But it's almost like the fact they bang, and they will smash these dudes as soon as they get out. You know what I'm saying? Fighting over them and trying to compete to see who can get them first. And because there's no standard. If I'm, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, babe, I want you to do this, or we gonna do that, woo, woo, woo. They just want, they are just hard pressed for penis at this point. And it's insane, man. Now, of course, it was, she was on and I brought this up to the leadership. Like, if there were it wouldn't be looked at the same if there were these rumors of men doing this to the female clients who are in a vulnerable position. That's why they're in treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like, all these industries that used to be safe haven, schools, hospitals, treatment, have all become a den for sexual deviancy. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm like, yo, this is crazy, yo. But I've seen nothing but example after example after example of this shit. Like, these bras is terrible. Like, they terrible. And had no problem fucking up. I think even back in the day, you know what I'm saying? I'm 40 something now. Like, I was like 16, 17, 15. Like, I was dealing with females 25, pushing, you know what I'm saying? And it was nothing like, yo, these are not, these, unless you start, experiencing extreme repentance, which probably isn't going to come because there's no consequence that would make you look at yourself and then feel the consequences of your actions. Be like, yo, I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to be known for that. Since the most part, the consequences be taken away. You know what I mean? These hoes cover for each other. Society overlooks it, or you know, like she'll do that, and I'm like, oh, they'll offer her help or treatment or some type of therapy. Not the fact that this is predatory behavior, and they know what they're doing. This is crazy, yo. Just fucking on the kid though, and it be grown women. Like I seen one move. The guy was actually like a storefront pastor. You know what I mean? And me and my mans, we be outside, you know, smoking, doing what we're doing. And sometimes she would come out the house, you know, with a robe on, check the mail. I'm like, come on now. Like, you to pay, like, you know what I'm saying? All right. So one day, I didn't pay it no mind, but I see a bicycle. When the main man car not there, I see a bicycle in the front yard, laying down, you know what I'm saying? Then I do whatever. Then my mans was telling me later on, when I ain't see him no more, the pastor wife was smashing some young dude. And then I guess he found out about it, but she turned it around on him, put some false charges on him, got him locked up. But of course, he the sole breadwinner, so now nobody got a home. I mean, I just had nothing but examples of this, right? Yo, I had another partner. Now, they wasn't underage, but so he was in the gang slanging, right? You know what I'm saying? And he had a lady who was out that mob, but with him, she, you know, tightened up because he taking care of everything. You know what I'm saying? So he come to find he had like something little dumb that popped up. So he was gonna have to like lay down for like 30 days, nothing long. You know what I'm saying? And the operation he had was on autopilot. So, you know, he take the drop, he go handle his business, but he left him with enough money to keep everything going, pay the bill, whoop, whoop, while he gone. So I think I went around there after a week. She got his shirt on, you know, it's cool. I'm like, yo, that's what's up, yo, whoop, whoop, whoop. And for whatever reason, I just stopped going around there. So I ran into another partner that he was in business with, you know, get to chopping up with him. And I'm like, so I just asked him, because I was like, yo, when the last time you been around the spot? He shake his head. He said, man, bro. He said he goes, I guess to, you know, pick up whatever he need to pick up for the day. So I guess he had a key to the front door, but they kept everything upstairs. So, and the kids know, so it's not uncommon, like, you know what I'm saying? He like family. So he, you know, walks in, he goes upstairs, knock on the door to get whatever he need. And this wasn't that long. It might have been 2 weeks after the man got locked up. He say knocks on the door. She comes to the door, opens the door, and then turns around to go lay back down. But she's butt naked. He so happens, you know, like, and this is man, girl, like. So he looked past her. She got 2 butt naked young niggas in the bed with her. He said, man, I just stopped going around that joint. But here it was. It's the power dynamic. So she got some flunkies off the street who ain't got nothing going on. I'll buy you a couple of beers, keep you high. You cook, clean, do what I tell you do. And then I'm able to live out my sexual depravity or whatever my true desires are for, you know, get tag teamed or 2 penises or whatever the case may be. But I rule y'all, right? So that's how this falls apart. So, of course, she's not going to conduct the business. You know, they smoking more than they should and woo. So the bag's getting smaller. People start going around that, you know what I'm saying, da-da-da. So now the money start getting tight, you know, it caused issues and, you know, whatever. So one of the young dudes, before they got completely out, set them up to get robbed while the kids were in the house. And then, of course, they leave, you know what I'm saying, get whatever cut he get. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing happened to her sister, which is crazy. That might be a family thing, because one day we was playing cards, and she had a young dude, 2 young niggas with her. You know what I'm saying? But she was like the plug on the weed. Now we sit around playing cards, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little, I don't want to say naive, but I don't really be around folk to really know what they into, you know what I'm saying? So the young dude said something. She tells him, don't get smart or you won't get none tonight. I'm going to give it to main man over here. But they came together. I'm like, what kind of shit is this, right? Same shit happened to them. I don't know if the young dude set it up, but they, you know, somebody knock on the door. They just go ahead and knock her out and take the weed and woo. Like, I just see nothing. But, like, you can't, when women have this deep down their soul, like I said, back from my treatment experience, where all the black women were doing it. There were rumors of them sucking penises, doing UAs and da-da-da. And they're like, oh, it's just a room, people just saying stuff. Yeah, but here's my thing though, right? The fact that someone would have the gall to say that and we're questioning is it true or not is an indictment on the character of the individuals these things were being said about. Even if they're not doing it, the fact that they're saying it and we're wondering, is it true? Because we know character-wise, they're not, I don't even want to say like of the highest order, but we'll wonder, you know what I'm saying? Because all of them are doing it. Like the black medical staff, female, moving dudes in and, you know what I'm saying? Like, but all these women so say got men. You know what I'm saying? Like I can routinely say, oh, blown away. And I already knew the girl was freaked out. I just thought she was smarter than that. Where she links up with a former client and then however they did it, which I'm assuming, you know, she ain't got no, so they probably, she took to a hotel or something, but got a sex tape and then is going around the recovery meetings and rooms like on a boastful type tip, like, yeah, you remember the staff member such and such, look at this. See, yeah, we got a sex tape, look at what I got her doing, do. Like they're better than you and you the professional in society. And then when I was flaming their ass up, was like, you trying to get us fired. How I'm trying to get you fired, but you sleeping with these men against rules ain't trying to get you fired. You know what I'm saying? Like hoes enjoy being hoes, they just don't want to be called hoes. You know what I'm saying? It don't work like that, yo. But I done been moved past them people on the bigger and better thing. But I was just so disgusted with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, it be the ones that's the most classy or the most modest, soft spoken. Them be the ones going the hardest. Just fucking on these kids, bro. And I just saw a video, what was it, 2 days ago, with a brother like, where's the black community gonna go if y'all black women are having sex with these young male boys, yo? That is just an indictment on our culture and race as a whole, where this is being done and everybody knows about it, but nobody's willing to, how do you even address it? Legally, socially, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's so far gone, this thing gonna have to get blown up. We gonna start from scratch. Because there's no reteaching this. And then, you know, these women are raising kids. And like, I remember one time my home, now, the woman I was living with from Louisiana, that was my homeboy wife, whatever. Again, wasn't nothing like that. We was like family. Her son tells me one, now, he would make jokes about it, about her messing with different dudes and trying to get, you know, dudes for money and playing the game, whoop, whoop. He said he come home one time. He said, it's a dude, she's smashing a dude. Oh, he might, I don't know how that worked out. Maybe he was getting money or whatever. But she was smashing a dude that was his age. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't imagine coming home at, let's say, I don't know, 25. You know what I'm saying? And my mom like 20, so she 50. But she in there cooking dinner or getting smashed by a dude the same age as me that I went to school with, yo. And here it is, like, you're like, yo, what about the decorum? What about the... They don't care nothing about that. They don't care about their... That's how I was looking at social media. They don't care. I'll make the argument, these black women are demon possessed. We think about demon possession as foaming out the mouth and talking to yourself and all that. These women have what's it, the sucky, like, they're, like, sexually depraved. And it's not like, I could even see, okay, you do it, and then be like, shit, man, fuck, I hope nobody find out or do. They walk around like they the creme de la creme. Man, that's all, man. This place got to be destroyed, yo. This place is it's the same spirit as Rome, where they said they was, you know, all the homosexuality and, you know, they was sleeping with the kids and all this extracurricular threesomes and, you know what I'm saying, going in whatever orifice, you know what I'm saying. Let me go in here and exercise, yeah. I'm gone, y'all.